Hey guys, welcome to the channel for episode 2 of our Road to College Football 25 series. Super exciting day here. EA just dropped their deep dive into the College Football 25 Road to Glory mode. A lot of good info in there. Definitely check out the blog post if you haven't already. Those of you just joining us in episode 2, we are running back the College Football Revamped or NCAA 14 Road to Glory mode, specifically a high school season to see just how high of a star ranking we can get on Heisman difficulty. We'll carry that over into our College Football 25 Road to Glory character. And let's take a look real quick after 2 weeks and see where we stand with our college choices. Listed Michigan, Oregon, and Ball State as our first initial choices, and then Purdue and Western Michigan showed some interest after a strong first 2 weeks. Not making too much progress with those big dogs at Michigan and Oregon, but very close to an offer at the two MAC schools, Western Mich and Ball State. Without further ado, let's jump into week 3 here against a Howell team that is currently undefeated. All right, 2 relatively modest gains on first and second, and that'll bring up a third and short on the first drive of the game. And we'll haul in a 9-yard reception. Looks like he barely got 1 foot in there. Maybe some luck of the draw here on the flat route to the left. Got safety cheating up again. And a big hole this time. Can we? No, can't quite break containment with the secondary there, but we will get a first down nonetheless. 22 yards on the ground so far. Fresh set of downs in opposing territory. Can we get in? Oh, not quite. 6 yards, just barely outside of the end zone, and now comes our time to shine. A dive up the middle. Can we get in to get the early 7-0 lead? And easy money. First touchdown on the day. Grand Rapids will take the 6-0 lead pending the extra point in this battle of the two 2-0 teams. Nice hole, 9 yards. So I'm curious if any of you guys have checked out EA's blog post today about Road to Glory in College Football 25. Probably the thing I'm most excited about is not being able to call your own plays. It sounds like such a little thing, but honestly, it's been pretty immersion-breaking in Madden the last few years, being a rookie quarterback and having full access to the playbook. What's the point of an OC if the quarterback is calling all of the plays? It kind of takes me out of it. I'm very excited to see that we're going back to the old system of only having one play to choose from and then getting a limited amount of tries to basically change the play call. Big run here. Can we outrun the safety? Not quite, but we will take it 28 yards to be on the opposing side of the field here. That'll bring us up to 94 yards, a respectable 5.5 average per carry. And we'll get the reception, 8 yards, first down to keep the drive alive. Get in for a touchdown. That'll put us up 14-6 here. A nice margin, a little bit of breathing room here as we wind down the third quarter. Big hole. 12 yards on the ground here, and that should take us to the end of the third quarter. All right, start of the fourth here in the battle of the two 2-0 teams. We are up 14-6 against a tough Howell team. Just barely on the other side of the field at the opposing 44 here, and we're going to put it in the air, see if Steve Merker can stay on target here. Oh, great play by the linebacker to swat that one away. All right, first and goal, under 4 minutes left in the game, and we still hold on to the 8-point lead. A little toss to the right. Let's see what we can get in the end zone, and we should be able to for our third touchdown of the game. That'll put us up 21-6. All right, so that should wrap this one up. Grand Rapids will move to 3-0 on the season. Howell will take their first loss, and we will finish with just under 200 yards on the ground.
The comments, 12.
We'll also take home the player of the game honors. 192, 3 touchdowns. Not a bad stat line, but what really matters is how that affects our college offers and attention. All right, and we will get our first 2 Division I offers off the heels of another strong Game 3 here. Ball State Cardinals and the Western Michigan Broncos, 2 teams on our list of targets here so far. That's great, but this is not what we have our sights set on. We want to see if some of those high major D1s will be able to also join the mix here. A couple additional MAC schools now showing interest: Kent State, Bowling Green, and the Huskies of Northern Illinois. Getting a lot of love from the Midwest schools here. We are going to go with the Golden Flashes here. All right, and taking a look at where things stand after Game 3, we are at 100% progress with Kent State, Western Michigan, and Ball State, up to 92% progress with the Boilermakers, and the progress keeps climbing up for Michigan and Oregon, both schools starting to show a little bit of interest. We are not quite to the point where we have been offered a scholarship, but a few more strong games on the ground, and we can definitely see that in our future here. Let's go ahead and jump into Game 4 here against a Forest Hills team that is 1-2 on the season. Let's see if we can have a game with a few big runs instead of these just repetitive kind of 5 yards per carry touches. And our first carry of the ball game will be a stretch handoff to the right. Safety sneaking up here. We can get an edge. This might be a big carry. At least a first down, 13 yards. Strong first carry of the game against a Forest Hills team that is 1-2 on the year. Big hole. Oh, and if 82 just holds onto his block for another second, that might have gone all the way to the end zone. But regardless, 31 yards on our first 3 carries of the game. Things are already looking much improved over last week's slugfest against the Howell team. After a strong first 3 carries, the next 3 have gone for a total of 0 yards. Juke move, still not fooling anybody, but we will get the first down. And we'll catch our first touchdown of the year, 6-yard reception. That'll put us up 6-0 pending the extra point. Steve Merca having a great game so far, 3 completions, including 1 touchdown. We can do it all, folks, when the ball doesn't just bounce right off of our helmet, that is. Big hole, make it to the edge. We'll shake off 1 tackle there and bust our biggest run of the day, 21 yards. That'll get our average back up over 5 yards per carry. Big hole, can we get to the edge? Oh, shoestring tackle, that'll hold us to 9 yards, but a first down nonetheless. We're now up to 28 carries for 145 yards. Good numbers, except for the averages. And we'll take the fake end around and run it in 13 yards for the touchdown. We now have all 3 touchdowns on the day.
Here we go. That's a gain of 10 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
We'll hit the edge here. Oh, And 23 makes a touchdown-saving tackle to hold us to 15 yards. 41 carries, 236 on the ground. All right, so we improve to 4-0 and take another player of the game honors. Just under 50 carries, but 250 yards on the ground there and a receiving touchdown as well. Not a bad start here. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown, 3 total, and 31 receiving yards to add on. Looks like our quarterback Steve Murka might be placing a little bit more trust in us after an abysmal start to the season on the receiving end. All right, and 2 more offers to add to our pile here. Purdue and Kent State both giving us offers, so now we are guaranteed to be able to play at least Big Ten ball next year. And a few additional schools interested in us at tailback as well. Army, the Duke Blue Devils, and Cincinnati still begging us to come and play for their program. We're going to go ahead and pick Army. I think we could do some real damage in that option offense, and we'll add them to the board. So that'll wrap things up for this week's episode. We are officially up to a 3-star ranking. Taking a look at our college choices, very close to getting offers from Michigan and Oregon as well, the big dogs on our list. And then also have offers from Army, Purdue, Kent State, Western Michigan, and Ball State as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.